This is another video introducing you to some basic concepts in web design. This video is about web page structure. Any web page will have two main areas, the head and the body. The head contains information about your page, which often does not appear when you open up the page in a browser. This includes the title, the author, styles, and other information which describes your web page. The body contains the actual web page that you see in the browser. So when we're talking about parts of the body, when we say the body, we're talking about all of the visual space inside the browser window. Inside the body, you'll have various parts, including the wrapper. This usually contains all of the content in the middle of the page. Next, you'll have the header. This will have the title and maybe a subtitle for the page. Usually underneath the header, you'll find the nav bar or the navigation bar that have links or perhaps menus that takes you to different pages within your website. The main part of your web page will be in the main or the article section. You have a choice here. This contains most of the text and images that appears on your web page. There might be one or more sidebars that can be made with the aside or div sections. These contain information which is related to the main content of the page, but might not be necessary for the article. Finally, we have the footer. The footer is at the bottom and may contain links to other parts of the site or perhaps just the copyright information. Now let's see what this all looks like visually. As I said before, the body of your web page will take up all of the visual area inside the browser window. Inside the body, you'll have the wrapper. The wrapper keeps all of the other sections together, allowing you to center the content in the middle of the page and keep empty areas to the left and the right. This helps people who have smaller or larger windows see the content and not have anything be cut off. Inside the wrapper, you'll have the header. This will contain the title and perhaps the subtitle for your web page. Next is the nav area. This is often a bar underneath the header, although it can also be a sidebar next to the main or article area. The article or main area has the main content of your page. This is where you would put the typing and the photographs. Other sidebars can be put in the aside or div sections. And finally, the footer is at the bottom of the page. Let's take a look at what this looks like on an actual web page. This is what all of that looks like in an actual web page. Now, this is just an example page, but you can see all of the parts here. This gray area is the body. This white area with the red outline is the wrapper. The blue area at the top is the header with the main title. There is a nav bar here below that, although it could be a sidebar to the left or the right of the main area. Then you have the main content area. You have at least one aside. You could have more than one if you wish. And then you have the footer at the bottom of the page. These structural elements will be mentioned later on in the semester, but I wanted to introduce you to these basic parts right now so you can know what they are when you see them. And that's all for this video.